This is absolutely no BS way on how I beat my procrastination from getting 40-minute workday to like working 6 hours with absolutely zero efforts. And I'm actually loving it. If you're a solopreneur, I can probably help you. I've struggled. And you may struggle with, we all feel foggy before we start our work. We're like super distracted. Usually when you're about to work, there's such a resistance. It's like you have to climb a mountain to just sit down and write a script or, get that thumbnail done, make your logo. Bro, procrastination is like heaviest enemy, bro. That state of no motivation, dedication, no discipline. I've struggled with it a lot. And I'm struggling with it. But, I learned to tolerate it with this list. So first thing comes up to my mind, it's August 2023. I started watching Hamza, I started watching Iman Gaji. I'm like full into their content. I started my chess channel. I wanted to get monetized, get money from views, from subs, make this faceless agency of tens of channels. Everything was going smoothly. Until I realized I'm super unproductive. Every single habit on self-improvement goes really hard. For me to implement it, I have to fight a bear to just go and take a cool shower every day, to just sit and meditate for 5 minutes. There's such a resistance for me. It's almost like trying to get deaf people to hear something. There was a turning moment when I've read Atomic Habits by James Clear. Super cliche book that actually helped me out. When I realized habits are like systems. You do them once in small quantity. If you slowly start to compound these things, suddenly you have a healthy day. Like once you cut off one candy on the lunch, you became 1% healthier. But this 1% will do nothing to you. So next day, you're still cutting off that candy, but you started meditating for 2 minutes. You have that 2-minute block of peace in the morning, another 1%, and you go on and on. And this is how I did. Started eating clean, absolutely clean, with no sugary, with no soda drinks, with no processed food. I was actually trying to like fix my diet, focus more on my fitness, and it happened. It happened, bro. But you know what's interesting? I was still bad at productivity. I was focusing on the wrong thing. When I started my channel at September last year, if I just applied that same shit to my work, I would be making money right now, bro. I would be banging right now. So just try to systemize your productivity. You're like, eat the frog task, start habitualize your editing sessions. No one's gonna suddenly meditate for 1 hour. So we always try to get a burst of motivation and do 3 hours of work. But it's not gonna happen. We just can't do it. Because we're not used to that lifestyle. We're not capable of just working like that. We're capable of laying down, watching some shorts, cope for some time, watch some YouTube videos, and then we can start working and doing bare minimum. Chaos. If you just remove that chaos and start getting in place where you need to work and in what time you rest, and what time you learn, don't try to wake up at 5 and smash your 3-hour block. Try to wake up 30 minutes earlier. Turn on your PC and try to write something down. Some ideas like what product you're gonna sell, etc, etc. Go and chill for some time, then go and make your thumbnail. Don't be in rush. You're only starting out. The simplest part of it is just get used to work. Make your work your usual task, like pooping and, showering. If you just integrate it in your life as if it's everyday task, it would become so much easier. Hardest part is just start getting the reps, understanding that it's not that hard. Suffer first week, be sleep deprived, but then working like it's nothing. So when I'm talking about being productive, I'm just talking about my life. Because now I want to go home from uni, stop that crap, stop that hanging out, just come home, turn on my PC and edit my video because I have to. Because I feel pain. I'm going to talk about pain today. But I want it, bro. Like when you come to the point, when you actually want to do it, when you actually crave for your work, for your dose of productivity, damn, bro, that's where it's getting easy. It's actually getting fun now. It's not a hard work. You're just enjoying it. But there's one problem. You're probably sitting there in a comfortable house with all stuff there. Your PC, your laptop, all comforts modern world can bring us. You've got money. You've got like solid middle life. What's wrong with it? Like I'm also in comfort. I'm living in Kyrgyzstan, but I have super comfy apartment, full family. I have my pocket cash. I've got my friends. I'm in uni. I finished school. I'm going to the gym, taking courses whenever I want. And that sounds so ridiculous, but this is actually bad for your progress. Imagine you're in a race. You're not that motivated to get the destination, right? 42 kilometers distance. You kind of do, but your comfort is higher than that. If you feel bad, if your leg starts to hurt, you just stop it, right? But imagine there's a tsunami or there's a predator behind you. There's a life threat right now. Damn, bro, you'll run good. That destination is your goal right now. And that theoretical tsunami is the pain, stakes. When there are no stakes, when you're feeling absolutely fine, you're doing good without that work, well, your brain has no stimuli. It has no motivation to do anything. For our brain, we live so comfortably. I don't know why. He's putting himself into the artificial discomfort. Why? Why would you do that? But it's still that caveman shit. Our brain is stupid at some point. Our brain is like primitive, but we know we need to progress. The stakes are not that high to feel that pressure. And I want you to start feeling that pressure. If you don't actually succeed, if you don't put in more work, you're done, bro. I can imagine your parents are living fine, but they don't tell their problems. You're a solopreneur. Your task would be to just start grinding and provide for your family. Get your first money on the table. The stakes are that high that imagine if your parents would just go starving if you don't make money. Now I've got dedication. I know why I'm grinding in. I lost almost $900 from my father's pocket. Dude, I have no money. And I lost that money on top of it. Such a shame, bro. This is almost ridiculous. If I don't make money now and bring him that amount, that number, I have high stakes. If you have high stakes, you will be working no questions. This is the simplest reason why you can't work, why you're procrastinating. If you actually have no levers to pull, if you have no problems in your life, and this is really good, bro. You live in peace. It's so fucking good. But in order to achieve your goal, you have to find that stake. You have to find that pain. Freeze all your money. Put it somewhere in the bank or just forget about it. Now you have no money. Some stakes higher. Go and get some girlfriend and go out with her every single week. Feel that pain of having no money. Having not enough money to pay for her. Go to the finest dates that usual couples do. You're broke to do that. And that hits you. You're like, you can't afford your lifestyle, so I should put in some work, bro. But your parents always want additional money. I'm not gonna lie. If you don't bring money to the table to your parents in 1 year now, you're pussy. Same with me. So rise the stakes. There's a barrier in front of you and your PC. When you try to start that side hustle, try dropshipping. What they talk about, 10K a month easily in 3 months? I'm hopping on it. You happen to be in your Fortnite, hang out with your friends, or you're typing to that girl that you have a crush on. That stuff happened to me every single day. I'm not gonna lie. I always put myself in situation when work is the least fun thing on the list. So my brain makes no-brainer move and just completed the funniest thing ever. Fortnite, right? Just jerking off. It can't beat primal instincts. If you're super rational and you're super disciplined and you're David Goggins, you may resist that. But it's just not gonna happen. You're just gonna lean on to the funniest thing. This is the simplest solution you've ever seen, but I swear, bro, if you just do that for me, you will be so thankful when month later, you're just working now. You have no reason to not work. It's all about fun. Just remove other fun things. It's so necessary. If I think about Sam Owens, his fun thing is work. There is no other imaginable thing higher than his work. The same with Charlie Morgan. He's making almost $1 million a year. Why would he trade it on something else? The same with you. It could be that video game for you. It could be chess, some other app, or Chrome, YouTube, some series on Netflix. There are tons of stuff. But you have to start eliminating them. Start with one thing. Slowly remove it from your lifestyle. When you're trying to implement self-improvement habits, you don't do it straight away, right? As I've said, you do it with systems. You do it slowly but surely. The same thing with removing. First of all, I removed Fortnite. I just deleted it. I'm feeling super fine. And I kept going. Started ghosting my friends. Started deleting chess, Instagram, watching less shorts, resting less. And now I've just come to, waking up and having nothing to do but work. Open Notion and start writing something. You're like a kid. Imagine you're put in a box and you've got a super colorful, ADHD, funny, sexy toy. It's the best thing you can get as a kid. And there's some encyclopedia. There's some interesting stuff, but the cover is so boring. You have 1,000 times less desire to open that book rather than toy. And that choice is in front of you every day. It is obvious what kid will choose. If that toy would be just removed from existence, you would just read encyclopedia, right? You won't sit there and stare at the wall. No-brainer move, but I'm insisting if it's not enough. We all live kind of fine. We're like middle class. I can be guessing about your state, but for me, we're living fine. If we keep going, I'll be okay. But do I want that okay life? Do I want to stay with 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10 girl that probably doesn't want me? With friends that have nothing accomplished. Their goal is to just graduate from uni, get on their 9-to-5 job. They're forced to go on 9-to-5. That would be partying all day, non-stop. Normal life is scrolling TikTok for 2 hours a day. Normal life is eating with your friends 3 hours a week of complete bullshit. Imagine you got kicked into the hole and this hole is 5 meters long. You can't climb out of there. As hard as you tried, you can't. There's all dirt and stuff. You're feeling kind of fine because they dropped water for you, food, there's comfort. And so you start living and you don't notice, but 6 months pass by and you're still there. There's nothing changed. It starts raining and now it's slowly raising up water and levels are raising. Now you just can't be standing there and doing nothing. You have to climb out. You're fighting for your life. If you stay there, you're gonna be slowly getting sucked into water and you're just gonna drown someday. Because I've just described a mediocre life. This is the bottom, the maximum pain you can feel. Because the pain is not being broke. If you're broke, you're motivated to climb. But if you're fine and you're not broke, you're not rich. You have no motivation to go. And so that dude has no motivation. It's like that hole is like he's 9 to 5. He's just trading time for money. He's tired. He has no free time. He has mediocre friends that don't like him. He don't want him in their life, but he's staying. And once life actually hits him, realization comes. If I keep staying, I'm done. I'm not gonna live past 30. You see those 40-year-old dudes that just live in fog. They got stuck in their routine, commuting to work, doing most useless shit, doing most useless tasks on your computer, harming your health, being super lazy, and there are just horrible things going on and on right now in our modern world. Like, if you actually feel disgusted by that feeling, settling down, living in mediocrity for the rest of your life, you have to work. I'm trying to give motivation, but my inner self hates it. I was working 9 to 5. I tried it just for 2 days, and I feel so bad working 9 to 5. Like, this is the least fulfilling thing in the world. Please, bro. You know you gotta climb out. Find that pain that's striking you. Like, I have to do that. If I'm not making money online, well, I'm fucked. Like, in 1 year, in 2 years, that is not important. Your main goal is to just start, and someday you'll get results because you have to integrate it in your life. Once you're feeling fine working whole day, well, you'll start getting some results, dude. I hope I gave you something. And if you wanna work further with me, like, implement those things I'm preaching in your life 100% and get results inevitably, you can check the link down below. You can book a free call and we can just talk about productivity and stuff. But remember, you don't have to feel comfortable about it. Just keep going.